Dawn. A thin, pale light seeps over the rugged cliffs of the Indian subcontinent. The air is crisp, carrying the faint scent of damp earth and dry leaves from the forest below. A sharp wind whistles across the jagged rocks, stirring the feathers of a solitary eagle perched high on the precipice. Its eyes, glinting gold, scan the undergrowth with unwavering focus. Somewhere in the tangle of bushes and fallen branches, a snake coils, its scaled body catching the first rays of sunlight. There is no sound but the distant rustle of leaves, the slow drip of condensation, and the muted calls of awakening birds. The eagle shifts its weight, talons gripping stone, muscles tensing in silent anticipation. Every movement in the underbrush is magnified in its vision. Every twitch, every ripple of scales is a signal. For the eagle, the morning is not merely a beginning. It is a moment of decision, a convergence of instinct, timing, and precision. The predator waits, patient, exacting, ready to transform observation into lethal action. Word count 167. High above the forest floor, the eagle embodies a lineage refined over millions of years. Its species, the crested serpent eagle, Spilornis chila, is a master of aerial hunting, specialized for detecting and capturing reptiles. Found across South and Southeast Asia, these raptors inhabit a mosaic of forests, open woodlands, and cliff-lined river valleys, where their presence maintains a delicate ecological balance. Within these environments, they occupy the apex of the aerial predator niche, exerting pressure on populations of snakes, lizards, and small mammals. Their evolutionary adaptations reflect this role. Broad wings allow for slow, deliberate soaring. Powerful talons and a curved beak provide lethal precision, and exceptional binocular vision grants the ability to detect subtle movement from hundreds of meters above the ground. Studies of raptor vision suggest that eagles can detect prey with a spatial resolution at least 4 times sharper than that of humans, a biological instrument honed to exploit every vulnerability of the animals below. The snake, in this scene, is equally remarkable. Many species targeted by crested serpent eagles, such as the common rat snake, Tyas mucosa, or the venomous kite, Bungarus caeruleus, display contrasting survival strategies. Their cryptic coloration, muscular agility, and rapid strikes are all evolved defenses against predators. The forest floor, with its fallen leaves, twisted roots, and uneven terrain, is both a hunting ground and a defensive labyrinth. Snakes rely on subtle vibrations, chemical cues, and acute lateral vision to detect threats. Yet even the most cautious movements can be betrayed by the vigilant eyes above. Research into predator-prey interactions demonstrates that these encounters are often determined not merely by size or strength, but by reaction time, positioning, and the interplay of sensory perception. The eagle's success hinges on the ability to anticipate, while the snake survives by remaining undetected, or, when discovered, by executing sudden evasive maneuvers. Beyond individual skill, this encounter reflects broader ecological pressures that have shaped both predator and prey. Crested serpent eagles are not solitary hunters in isolation. Their survival depends on an intricate food web, where prey availability fluctuates seasonally. During the dry season, when water sources contract and snake activity becomes concentrated, hunting opportunities intensify, but so does competition from other raptors and mammals. Observational studies indicate that these eagles adjust hunting strategies according to prey density, often favoring ambush from elevated perches over extended flight, conserving energy while maximizing detection. Their wingspan, averaging 1.3 meters, allows for effortless glides between trees and cliffs, minimizing noise and maintaining the element of surprise. Talon morphology is similarly specialized. The hind talon, elongated and curved, delivers a penetrating grip capable of immobilizing serpents before they can retaliate. Snakes, in turn, have evolved an array of anti-predator adaptations. Many adopt cryptic postures, flattening bodies against textured surfaces to blend with leaf litter or bark. Certain venomous species can deliver a bite in milliseconds, a reaction time comparable to the raptor's strike. But such defenses are only effective if the predator fails to anticipate the attack. Ecological studies have shown that snake populations exert selective pressure on local raptor populations, influencing hunting patterns, perch selection, and even nesting site choices. The forest floor, teeming with sensory cues, vibrations transmitted through soil, shifts in ambient temperature, and chemical traces, is a battleground in which both predator and prey are constantly assessing risk and opportunity. Behavioral research further reveals that repeated interactions between eagles and snakes shape learning. Juvenile eagles exhibit a high failure rate in early hunts, missing prey or sustaining minor injuries. Yet each attempt refines timing, strike angle, and approach. Likewise, snakes develop heightened vigilance after near encounters, responding more aggressively or fleeing more efficiently in subsequent interactions. This interplay of evolution, instinct, and learned behavior underpins every confrontation, transforming what might appear as a sudden attack into a culmination of the millennia of adaptation. In this fragile equilibrium, neither predator nor prey possesses certainty. Only the outcome determined by perception, reaction, and the unforgiving logic of survival. Word count, 752. From the eagle's perspective, survival is a constant negotiation between energy expenditure and reward. Hunting a snake is not merely an act of predation. It is a calculated investment. Observational studies indicate that eagles will assess prey size, posture, and potential threat before committing to a strike. A venomous snake presents a unique challenge. The predator must neutralize danger without incurring injury. This requires precise positioning, often hovering or circling above a potential target until the ideal angle is achieved. Research on crested serpent eagles notes that they frequently seize the prey's head first, minimizing the risk of a defensive strike. Every movement is deliberate, guided by instincts honed over generations, yet refined through individual experience. The snake, conversely, operates under constant threat. Its survival relies on a combination of camouflage, rapid reflexes, and threat assessment. When a shadow falls or vibration signals aerial presence, snakes can flatten their bodies, coil, or strike. Ecological studies have documented that some snakes will employ distraction or sudden bursts of motion to escape raptors, effectively forcing a miscalculation. Evolutionary pressures favor individuals that can anticipate predator behavior, a form of natural problem-solving that exists without conscious thought. Each encounter is an exercise in split-second decision-making, where hesitation can mean death. Social behavior adds another layer to this dynamic. Eagles, while generally solitary hunters, may compete with conspecifics for hunting territory. Observations in Indian forests reveal that prime perches overlooking snake-rich undergrowth are fiercely defended, with aerial displays or vocalizations warning rivals. Conversely, snakes are often solitary but may aggregate near optimal hunting grounds or water sources, inadvertently attracting attention. The interplay of spatial awareness, territoriality, and opportunistic hunting creates a constantly shifting battlefield, one where predator and prey are locked in an evolutionary dialogue, each shaping the behavior of the other through countless, repeated interactions. Another lens through which to observe this confrontation is intelligence and problem-solving. Eagles demonstrate remarkable cognitive abilities in hunting, often adjusting strategies mid-flight based on prey movement. Field studies using high-speed cameras have recorded eagles altering strike angles, adjusting talon orientation, and timing their descent with split-second precision to outmaneuver even the most reactive snakes. Such behavior reflects not instinct alone, but an emergent capacity to integrate visual input, spatial awareness, and motor control. In contrast, snakes rely on fast, automatic responses shaped by neural circuitry optimized for survival. The interaction becomes a contest not of conscious thought, but of sensory processing and reaction timing, a race measured in milliseconds. Parenting behavior also frames this dynamic. Adult eagles provisioning nests with snakes teach young not only hunting techniques, but also risk assessment. Observational studies reveal that fledglings often receive partially subdued or immobilized snakes, providing a live template for handling dangerous prey. This learning process is essential. Juveniles experimenting on live prey gain the timing, strength, and precision that will define their hunting efficiency. Meanwhile, snake juveniles are exposed to high predation pressure from birth, shaping behavior from the earliest stages of life. Early encounters with predators condition avoidance tactics, defensive strikes, and the development of cryptic patterns, demonstrating that survival pressures influence behavior long before maturity. Finally, the moral neutrality of nature becomes evident in these moments. Neither predator nor prey acts out of malice, fear as humans understand it, or intention beyond survival. The eagle strikes to feed, the snake defends to live. Each maneuver, Each coil and each dive is dictated by the unforgiving laws of biology. Ecologists emphasize that such interactions maintain ecological balance, controlling population dynamics and influencing the structure of local ecosystems. The drama perceived by an observer is, in truth, a precise choreography of evolutionary forces, honed over millennia, demonstrating the elegance and efficiency of natural selection in shaping life and death encounters. Word count, 765. The tension reaches its apex as the eagle begins its descent. From the high perch, it folds its wings slightly, letting gravity assist a measured drop. Muscles coil beneath feathers, talons flexing with lethal readiness. Below, the snake senses a disturbance, a shadow passing over the leaf litter. It flicks its tongue, sampling the air, body coiled and poised for sudden action. Time compresses into fractions a second. The forest, usually a place of slow rhythms, becomes a stage for instantaneous life or death decisions. The eagle's eyes lock onto the snake's head, calculating trajectory, distance, and angle. Observational studies show that successful strikes on venomous snakes often require descending at precise speeds of 4 to 6 meters per second, ensuring that talon impact is delivered before a strike can occur. The predator swoops, wings slicing to the morning air, body angled to avoid the snake's potential bite. The snake reacts, flattening its body against the dappled forest floor, preparing to launch a defensive strike. Yet even this rapid response is delayed by the eagle's anticipation and exacting approach. Impact is sudden, a precise closure of talons around the snake's head. Muscles tense, scales scrape against curved claws, and the forest registers a brief moment of motion before stillness returns. Field observations indicate that such strikes rarely fail once the talons secure their target. The snake's capacity for retaliation is nullified within a heartbeat. The eagle twists, lifting both predator and prey into the air. The undergrowth, once the snake's sanctuary, is now irrelevant. The dynamics have shifted entirely. This is nature at its most exacting. Not cruel, not dramatic, but inexorably efficient. The predator acts with purpose dictated by survival. The prey's response constrained by evolutionary limits. The eagle ascends, talons gripping the snake with unyielding force. The struggle is brief but intense. The snake thrashes in a final attempt to escape, its muscular body twisting against the unrelenting predator. Observational research on raptor predation demonstrates that such movements are rarely sufficient to dislodge an experienced hunter, whose grip strength and timing have been honed by countless encounters. The forest, silent once more, bears witness only in the subtle quiver of leaves disturbed by the struggle. Defensive strikes and to facilitate transport. Eagles frequently consume snakes in situ or carry them to nearby perches, a behavior documented in multiple studies across Asia. The choice of perch is strategic. Elevated locations reduce the risk of kleptoparasitism by other raptors and allow the predator to survey the surrounding terrain for additional prey or threats. In this moment, the eagle's energy expenditure is balanced against nutritional gain, a fundamental calculation repeated with each hunting event. This encounter, though fleeting, embodies the broader ecological equilibrium. The snake, a predator in its own right, shapes rodent and amphibian populations, while the eagle controls snake numbers, preventing overpopulation and cascading effects on the ecosystem. Long-term observational studies have shown that the removal of apex predators, even intermittently, can lead to dramatic shifts in prey behavior and vegetation structure. Here, on this cliff-edge forest, a single predatory act maintains balance invisible to casual observation. The eagle lands, wings folded, eyes scanning for future opportunities. The subdued snake a testament to precision, patience, and evolutionary refinement. Word count, 554. The aftermath of the hunt is both immediate and enduring. The eagle, having secured its meal, begins the process of consumption, tearing through the snake's scales with its powerful beak. This act, while seemingly brutal, is a necessary expenditure of energy. Raptors must consume quickly to replenish calories spent in hunting, while minimizing exposure to potential competitors or threats. Observational studies show that a single snake can provide sufficient nourishment to sustain an adult eagle for several days, allowing the bird to conserve energy between hunts. Every bite, every pull, is a precise mechanical action, honed to maximize intake while reducing effort and risk. For the surrounding ecosystem, the event reverberates quietly. The snake, once a predator controlling rodents and other small animals, is removed from the food chain, shifting local population dynamics. Rodent activity in the area may increase temporarily, while insect or amphibians previously constrained by the snake's predation may experience brief relief. Such interactions demonstrate the interconnectedness of species. A single hunting event can ripple through the environment, altering competition, resource availability, and even the behaviors of other predators. Eagles themselves respond to these shifts, often altering perch selection and hunting patterns in response to prey density. Physically, the eagle bears the toll of the hunt as well. Muscles ache from the rapid acceleration. Talons may sustain minor abrasions from scaled resistance, and the strain of carrying the snake tests wing endurance. Yet these costs are balanced by the benefit of sustenance, illustrating precise equilibrium evolution has forged between effort and reward. The eagle's behavior is shaped not by intention or malice, but by biological imperatives: survival, energy optimization, and reproductive potential. Observations over decades have confirmed that repeated hunting success correlates strongly with reproductive output, underscoring the critical role of such encounters in life history. Once the eagle finishes consuming its prey, the scene settles into a quieter rhythm, though the consequences linger. Juvenile eagles in the vicinity, still learning the intricacies of hunting, observe and internalize the sequence of actions: the approach, the strike, the handling of dangerous prey. Field studies show that fledglings exposed to successful hunts acquire crucial survival skills, increasing their future hunting efficiency and reducing the likelihood of injury. In this way, a single predatory event contributes not only to immediate survival, but to the propagation of learned behaviors within the species. For the broader ecosystem, the removal of the snake subtly recalibrates local ecological dynamics. Small mammals, insects, and amphibians previously under pressure may experience temporary population relief, altering feeding behaviors and microhabitat use. This shift, though imperceptible to casual observers, influences seed dispersal, vegetation patterns, and even predator-prey interactions among other species. Such ripple effects exemplify the principle of trophic cascades, in which the action of a single apex predator can influence multiple layers of ecosystem. Finally, the eagle itself prepares for the hours ahead. Wings preened, feathers realigned, eyes scanning for further opportunity. It embodies resilience and efficiency. The hunt, though over, has reinforced survival strategies and strengthened physiological and behavioral readiness for future encounters. The forest, meanwhile, resumes its ambient tempo, rustling leaves, distant calls, and the slow circulation of wind through canopy and undergrowth. Life continues impartial, governed by the precise and relentless logic of nature. Each organism adapts, survives, or succumbs, maintaining the equilibrium that defines a wilderness. Word count, 603. High above the forest, the eagle rests, talons curled, eyes sweeping the terrain below. The snake lies still, its brief presence now absorbed into the cycles of life and death that govern this landscape. In these moments, nature reveals its impartiality. Survival unfolds without judgment, without sentiment, dictated only by instinct, adaptation, and circumstance. The predator strikes, the prey defends, and the balance of life quietly persists. This encounter, fleeting yet profound, reflects the precision and inevitability woven into ecosystems across the globe. Each species acts within constraints of its biology, yet through these interactions, a larger order emerges, one of checks, balances, and continuity. The eagle's triumph is neither triumphant nor cruel. It is an affirmation of evolutionary refinement. The snake's loss is neither tragic nor unjust. It is a testament to the relentless pressures that shape survival strategies. Life endures, fragile yet tenacious, impartial yet awe-inspiring. As the light shifts and the wind stirs the forest canopy, one realizes that such encounters are neither rare nor extraordinary. They are the very fabric of existence. Here, at the intersection of air and earth, predator and prey, the raw elegance of life is laid bare, measured, precise, and endlessly persistent. Nature neither celebrates nor mourns. It simply is, and in its unyielding continuity, every creature finds its place, every action its consequence. Word count, 354. The full documentary script is now complete. flowing from the cinematic opening through background, angles, climax, aftermath, and reflection, fully grounded in observational wildlife science and cinematic narration.